Hi guys, it's September 13th. I did up the dishes, got the whole camper clean, got supper on for tonight, finished up laundry, cleaned the camper quick, and then I took off and I headed to Devil's Lake and stopped at Walmart and picked up some stuff the camper needs that I'll take back up later on this week when I go back up, and some stuff I needed from home. And then I hauled my dogs all the way home, and then I had to come back to Pheasant to grab the boys for football practice. And now I am in Harvey and the boys are practicing. Cole and them did finish up our main farmer that we were on in Langdon, and now we picked up some more work. So they just got word that that canola is ready to go, so they took off for that field. Right now they are on their way out there, so they'll get started on that tonight. So we'll see how it goes. It's supposed to start raining tomorrow, so we'll see if I stick around here or if I have to head back up there. But yes, that is what we're doing right now. Football practice.
Today is September 14th, and I just got back from a great lunch with some other HarvestHER ladies. Danica, Christy, and Amanda came down to Powers Lake today for lunch, and we got in a good hour visit. We're glad that it worked out because Amanda and Christy will be moving to South Dakota for their next job soon. So we were able to get together, and it was just a great afternoon of visiting. We're kind of in a lull moment right now, just waiting on some green crops. With all of the rain this spring, they kind of had some planting, and then there was more rain, and then had to wait for it to dry out, and then more planting. So right now we're kind of just in between the crops being ready, so we're just waiting. I got to do laundry and bills today, so I hadn't had my mail sent in a while, so I had quite a bit to take care of when I got that package today. Dalton is hauling out of the Powers Lake elevator, so he's busy today working, and then Dylan's working on combines, just kind of piddling with those while we're off and getting them ready to go for the next stretch of work, which will hopefully come up pretty soon. We do have some rain in the forecast, so that will probably put us off for a little while. I think it's supposed to start raining either this evening or tomorrow. So hopefully once that weather gets through, we'll get back to work. We enjoyed a football game on Monday with Colston, and Tuesday we had Riggins' first ever football game, so he was pretty excited about that, and he did really well. So we got to enjoy both those games, and then they'll have one each week, so we stay pretty busy watching them. So far that has worked out that we've been able to go to all the games, so we'll see how the next week plays out with weather and crops, and hopefully we can keep seeing those. Eve's over here just chilling out. She hasn't moved much today. She went outside for just a little bit, and she decided it was cold and came back in and snuggled up on that little blanket and hasn't moved most of the day. So we're just kind of chilling out, and so hopefully we'll get to go pretty soon so we don't get too bored, but for right now I'm just enjoying the time off. So that's what's going on with DeBock Harvesting. Today is September 16th, and I'm just fixing to go over to the hotel and clean some rooms this morning. Then after, I'll probably head out to the field to help Dylan with another project today. Yesterday we went and didn't have a hard project, it just was really time consuming. We took out the sieves and replaced some bushings and seals inside the shaker shoe, so it just took a really long time. Then you have to climb up in tiny little spaces, and it's kind of difficult, but we got it done, and just in time for it to kind of start spitting rain. Not a lot, but so we got that done and got home about 3:30, and then I fixed some supper, and we had some friends over, Matthew and Jory and their two little girls came and hung out for a little while and just visited till about 9 o'clock, and it was just really good to see them. They're not very far from us at home. They only live about an hour and a half away, but it seems like we never see them, and kind of run across each other on our travels with Harvest, so it's nice to see them when we're close and both of us aren't busy. So we enjoyed yesterday evening with them. Weather's still not really good. It's really cloudy and cool today, so hopefully we will get some sunshine soon and we'll get back to work. Today is September 17th and the weather still hasn't been cooperating too much with us for harvesting, and quite a few of our fields still aren't ready. So we are in the farmer's quad track farming up some of the pea field stubble and the sloughs that the fields they've already cut. So show you what's going on. These are just some of the sloughs that they weren't able to plant this spring because of it being so wet. So we're just going to get those farmed up, and hopefully this spring we can plant all of it. What are we driving, Dylan?
620 quad track.
620 quad track, and what are you pulling?
Joker high-speed disc made by Horse.
Made by who?
Horse.
Horse. Learn something new every day. There's some of the ground that farmed up. It farms up really nice. Today is the 19th. It has been a short minute since I did a video. It has been crazy busy. We've cut some peas, we finished Coors barley, and now we're on canola. We have 14 circles to cut this year, and not all of them are the same variety. So Hayden and I just finished cutting 3 circles that were the same variety. And now the combines, we have to drop belly pans, pull sieves, drop the concaves, clean that out. I mean, it has to be spotless before we move on to the next type of seed. And Ryan, he had 2 circles to cut with his machine seed, and they would only allow 1 machine in there. So that is currently what we're doing, and we will move. Ryan has to go back to cut barley tomorrow with his machine. Hayden and I are going to move just up the road, and we have 1 circle to cut of another variety, and then we have to break down our machines and do this again. I don't like cutting canola, honestly. Like, this is a nightmare that you have to do this, and it's very time consuming. It's tough because you're not making money, you're spending money. It's a lot of things, but we did find a bearing out in my machine, which would have required us to pull the sieves anyway. So luckily, when we bring it out here, when we pull the sieves, we'll fix that bearing, and then she'll be good to go. So in a way, it's good because you get to see your machine inside out, make sure everything's okay, but the cleaning process is long and it really stinks. That is what we've been up to. We got to cut peas for the first time. That was super cool. The peas are all organic, and we grow them here to go to the East Coast for a protein bar that they're making. And so everyone who grew peas here, all their stuff will go to the East Coast for this new protein bar. I don't really know too much about it, but yeah, it's what we've been up to. We are cutting with our farmer. He has running a S88. Nice to have another Gleaner out in the field with us.
Hi guys, it's September 21st. I was home all weekend due to rain up in Langdon. Cole was home all weekend too, and Michael was too, and we ended up going into our small town of Bowdoin for Duck Fest. So we took in some events there and supported our little local community there. And then we had a football game last night. My son and my nephew had a game. Cole wasn't able to make it back because he did finally get to combine yesterday, a whopping 2 semi-loads, but he got to go. Michael did make it back, so he was able to come watch the boys. My original plan was to take off early morning to head up there and help Cole combine. Due to them splitting up 2 ways, they need an extra person. But it got wet last night. They got shut down, and it was really wet this morning, so I'm just holding off right now to see when they're gonna get going. As of right now, I am making extra food to take up there. I am making taco soup and chili right now. So whipping up that, getting the children packed because they will be heading with my parents to my sister's house this weekend to watch her little guy. So the kids are going to do that no matter what. They'll be going there. So I will head up to Langdon no matter what to get the camper back in order, take some food up there, and hopefully combine, but not looking promising due to rain moving in again. But yeah, today is just gonna be cooking, get them packed, and maybe do a quick clean around the house here. So as soon as I do leave, everything is in order here. But we will see what happens. And then also, our soybeans, our own personal soybeans around home are getting ready a lot faster than we need them to be due to us not being done up north with small grains, canola and wheat. So right now, talk is we might be moving 1 combine home for Kimberly and myself to get our beans off. So most of the time Kim will be in the combine and I will have to be trucking into the elevator, but stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get some wrapped up, but not looking promising. But we'll let you know if us HarvestHERs have to take care of our own crop or what will happen. But that is what we're up to right now. I'll let you know if I end up north and get combining. We'll see. Stay tuned.
Good morning. Today is September 22nd and we are out at the field. Dylan is blowing off the combines. I just cleaned all the windows and now I am out of the wind and cold. It is like 40 degrees right now. I know Oklahoma would really like to have that cool down weather as it's still in the 90s there and hot. So we've had some pretty good fall weather the last couple of weeks here. Lows in the 40s and our highs have been in the mid 60s, so still got that nice fall weather. Monday we cut durum with our farmer and shut down a little bit early so we could go to Colson's football game. He actually has 2 games this week, so he'll play again tonight. So we will hopefully get this durum field done. That's about what they have ready right now, so we can get it done. And my farmer's son actually plays on the same team, so hopefully we'll all be able to go in and get there for that game tonight. Riggin doesn't play again till Tuesday, so we're looking forward to his next game. And that's really about all that's been going on. We haven't had too much excitement. The weather's been cooperating this week. We do have some rain chances tonight, so hopefully we can go ahead and get this durum done. Durum doesn't do well in rain once it's ready, so once it gets rained on, the color kind of starts to change, and they grade at the elevators on the color and quality of the grain that comes in. So it's not quite as hardy as wheat. Wheat can get rained on quite a bit and still be fine. But the durum, once it's ready, you want to try to get it done as soon as you can because it does go down in quality if it does get rained on. So it's kind of a priority to get that done. So hopefully we can get that done before it rains today. Hope you guys have a blessed day.
Hi guys, it's September 22nd. I got the call today around 1:30 that I was going to be needed up here, so I hurried up and got everything packed and headed to town, and I picked my daughter and my niece up from school, and then I took them to my parents' house and did Caden's homework quick. And then my mom got home around 4 and I took off, headed up here, me and the dogs did, and got here and right around 6 o'clock and ended up in the combine right away. They had trucks loaded and ready to head out for the guy that was running this combine to take off with a semi. So we hurried up, swapped positions. He took off with the semi and me and the dogs got in here and we are combining away. We are straight cutting canola. It's not a fun process. As you can see, we even have pea augers on our MacDons, and it still don't make it the easiest job, but it helps. And yeah, it is very flat canola, so very slow going, very low cutting, and not fun feeding because of it being so low. So that is what we are up to right now.
Today is September 23rd, and yesterday we were out cutting some durum with our farmers. There was some rain in the forecast, so Dylan did not get to go to the football game yesterday. He stayed to help them get finished up. I went ahead and went and watched Colston play, and they all had a really good game. When I went back to the field and helped them get finished up, they got the last of the durum finished, and in the trucks about 5 minutes after or so it started raining, so we got that finished up. So that was really good to get that done before the rain. Since we had the rain, we had quite a bit of rain, so it shut us off for today. So we actually went up to Lignite to meet Matt and Jory again for lunch, and we took them up to show them around in Portal and had lunch there, and went over, and there's like a county road that has the United States and Canada sign on there, so we went over there and did that so we could say we went to Canada this year, just by a few steps over on the border. So we did that today, and so it's Friday night, so we are now waiting in Ray for the football game, high school football game to start. So we're going to watch them play, and it's actually their homecoming. So they're having a kind of a tailgate. One of the local businesses is sponsoring some hamburgers and hot dogs. So we're going to go eat there before the game, and then hopefully we'll have a game. And it kind of is still kind of raining, so hopefully it'll stop raining before the game so we can enjoy that a little more. And then tomorrow, I don't know what's going on for tomorrow. We'll see what happens for the weekend. But ever since school started, we've actually only been able to use the boys one weekend. So it seems to rain Thursday or Friday. So they don't have to go to work. So we've just still been running that one combine, and we'll just kind of do that since it's just the three of us. So we're just gonna hang out this weekend and see how things go with this weather.
Hi guys, September 25th. We did have rain. We were off for 2 days. We did do some maintenance. I helped Cole change a sensor on our rotor, and then I noticed that one of our chopper belts was wrecked, almost ready to break. So we took off yesterday and went and grabbed one of them, and now this morning we put that on. We have been tightening tensioners on the headers so that our knives don't jump, checking sections and guards, and restocking all the combines with guards sections, making sure all the tools are still in them. Now Cole is in that combine right now, and he's checking to see if the headers are working right for soybeans, since all of our farmers have been calling around home to start going on soybeans. We don't have everything done up here. We're gonna hopefully hold them off for a couple of days and hopefully get a lot of acres done in the next couple days up here, but looking like we will have to be home by the weekend for sure to cut on soybeans around home. So trying our hardest to get everything done and to please everybody, but with our spring planting this spring in North Dakota, I figured it was going to come to this because it was wet everywhere. It was a very short period of planting, so I figured we were going to run into this, and yep, we're hitting the wall now. So working our hardest to try to get as much done as we can and as fast as we can, and trying to keep up on maintenance this morning when we can't cut, so we can keep these machines going when the weather's letting us go. So that is what we're doing. There's all the combines, and we have a semi back there. I can't see it, but back there, and it's getting some maintenance done too. So hopefully we can get rolling and get stuff done. Stay tuned, I will let you know.
Today is September 26th, and it is Football Monday. So we are cutting canola right now, but we will leave about 3 o'clock to go watch Colston's football game. We've got to drive to Minot, so he plays about 4:30. the farmer's son plays on the same team, so he's going to come with us as well. And the other farmer, his brother and Dalton are going to stay here and go ahead and continue to cut while we're gone. Since it's such an early game, we should be able to get back and cut some more this evening before it's too tough. And usually about the time the sun goes down, you just really can't do much now. That moisture just comes up, and it's just kind of getting to be that time of year where the days are a little bit shorter. As soon as the sun goes down, that moisture comes up and it gets pretty cool. So Riggin has a football game tomorrow, so hopefully we'll be able to go to that as well. I know I for sure will. We'll see if Dylan gets to come or not. It's actually only about 20 minutes from where we're cutting, so I'd be able to run over there quick and watch and come straight back and still help them out. So Mama has to be there for her boys. I only get a few games a year, so I enjoy watching them play, and I'll video and stuff for Dylan to be able to watch if he doesn't get to go. So that's kind of what's been going on here. We were off this weekend since it rained on Thursday. They got cutting yesterday about 3 or 4 o'clock. I actually stayed back at the campers. They were planning on just coming out and dumping trucks, but they got here and it kind of felt like it might go, so they tried it and was able to get going, and so they cut till about 9 o'clock last night. I actually went over to the hotel and cleaned 5 rooms over there, so that kept me busy basically the whole day after church. So there's lots of laundry that has to be done for each room, and just getting all those back in order for the people to check in today. And so I enjoy getting to do that, and that gives me something to do and gets me out of the camper on the days that we're not working. So I know Lisa appreciates the help, and I don't mind doing it at all, so it gives me something to do. So that's kind of what's going on with DeBock Harvesting the last few days.